Fresh.
I was instructed by my beard mentor to move the mic stand. 2015 is the year of the bearded. Cheer it, jeer it, feel its weirdness. Your other option is to fear it. Clear as day, it's here and this you can't dismiss like 99% of rappers spitting about their puppies. We're furry, lovely, burly, funny, surely must be worth some loving, definitely good for cuddling. Tonight I share with you my beard and tell you why it's good for something. There's no denying it's all the rage, it's in your face when the players play. Its grip does harden by the minute, grasping, clasping, tightly latching, its curling tentacles, unfurling sentinels, moving to recruit your children. It's too late for them, but you can still go hide the women. But you may find they'd rather seek, for beards are wielded by the sleek, the ones whose voices loudly speak, the actors, rappers, dressing dapper, sat in the director's seat, saying I make movies that are garbage, but get away with it because I'm handsome. They should be in the trash, so it makes sense that they're Oscars. But I will say, yo, Affleck was the bomb in Phantoms. Bonus points if you get that reference. The furry phenom frolicking on my face be so real that urban myths are now legit. There's actually a bearded lady. I don't expect you to take this claim at face value in this wacky age of apps that snap and filter, raster, pixel, slap you with the tag of hash. You should ask, is this a scam? To that I say, go follow her on Instagram. But long before this wonky time of Facebook Lives, the beard was once a godly sign, worn by kings and queens alike. The female pharaohs wore them to adorn them with their regal rights. They symbolized pride. They symbolized power. They symbolized a badass mother that won't take no crap from nobody. You better get that reference. God is also quite the buff of tufts of whiskers whirling up and down the heads of pious men. In Leviticus 19:27, he said, "Thou shalt not shave." Amen. According to the Talmud, Hasidic Jews are not approved to raise their face with blades of single nature, but tools with two slicing devices, well yeah, they're okay, sure. The Greeks were quite fond of a fondleable preponderance of follicles that helped them ponder which of life's problems they should ogle and remodel from a caustic conundrum to a much less cumbersome concern. Until Alexander the Great declared, all beards must burn. He said they were a liability in battle. Socrates said, know thy beard, know thyself. In Victorian England, beards are the earmark of the hero returned from the Crimean War. Out in Russia, soldiers doth keep thy beards for warmth. Upon victory, it would be adopted by the fathers of evolution and great expectations, who quip with immense elation. The mustaches are glorious, glorious. Without them, life would be a blank. A blank indeed, for the next wars the world force required man to breathe through a hideous mask that without insidious gas would no doubt leave him floating with the fishies fast asleep. And like Alexander once prophesied, in battle, a beard will get you killed. The tiny spaces in your mane, this will allow poison to spill. But before 1903, removing your beard was just as dangerous. David Henry Thoreau's brother died from tetanus he got from a razor slit. Then this horrible man, Mr. Gillette, invented the disposable razor you still will get in the shops today, and off away went hair on the beards for many years. But if you ask me, this man would do well in hiding that double chin with the beard. I'll jump ahead, for it must be said, some of us men bump from a 1 up to a 10 when our muzzles do a bubble with a bunch of lovely stubble. Well, maybe not a 10, but at least like a 6. For him, it's definitely worth the itch, which only lasts a week or two, and if you look like Jesus, dude, then your beard's a great place to keep your food. More on that later. Here's some ammo for the haters. I will admit the hippie beard is gross. They wore them to disturb their folks, rebel against that system thing which they thought was downright sickening. But when they stumbled clumsily out of their acid trips, their facial hair was back to biz, and the beard disappeared for another 30 years. Until the hipsters. They think that they look wicked with a frizzy face of prickles and a bow tie and some tattoos and some no prescription glasses and a checkered shirt that matches, just as long as it looks different from the blind conforming masses. Now the bushy beard is even in the runway fashion. But not only hipsters sport the beard, there's many other guys. So the reason for its popularity, I wonder why. Some say it looks manly and without it you're a Nancy or a Pansy or a Fanny, and that is just a half of it. Because if perception is reality, this theory may be accurate. Studies have shown that men with beards are judged to be more masculine, dominant, aggressive, and have more power, and are much more likely to accost you in the shower. Just kidding about that last part. Though you may actually find the fairer sex is much more keen to snare your heart. Because from a scientific standpoint, a beard's a very strong card to have in your hand when you're asking a lass to quit with the sass and give up that number on her phone. Because a chinny chin full of whimsical whiskers on a mister is like an organic sticker. Certified active testosterone. Plus, it's just downright sexy. So if for 1 minute you'll let me indulge in the idea that hair follicle water flicks were judged like Olympic high diving, the competitor on the left would be left striving for a much smaller splash and less reckless abandon, while the one on the right would get tens across the board, like Hugh Hefner on Monopoly night in the Playboy Mansion. Where of course there'd be food, probably oodles of noodles, but poor old Hugh would have nowhere to store them before he could chew. For reals though, a beard is also being used as a marker of separation, which in the animal kingdom is a way to get yourself mated. And on top of that, it's a legitimate racket as a matter of fact. All of these fellows are racking up cash. How is that, you ask? From combing and grooming and boasting the hugest and posting their new pics in hopes it induces some person to purchase a shirt or a comb or some oils to put in their beard so it glows. The benefits of having a beard are plenty and clear. Many are weird, plenty men still have many fears. That manning a mug full of bristles and stubble will one day bite them in the buttocks, but it's not true. So if you're stuck between the two and simply cannot choose, just know that if you go and grow a fuzzy, furry facial fro, you simply cannot lose. There's glory, camaraderie, and maybe even women to gain. Not to mention the possibilities of riches and fame. I think deep down you always knew it. Grow a beard, just do it.
That was awesome, man. Thank you, Jonny.
Thank you.
Any questions from the audience?
I finished 18 seconds early so that I could give you guys time if anyone wants to come up and have a little rub.
Well, why not? Anyone wants to come on stage? Guy, of course.
How are the ladies?
What about the ladies?
Where are they?
Where are the ladies? Oh, I don't know, man.
Are they hiding in your beard?
That's actually where I keep my food. Yeah.
Any other question? Or maybe my question is, when is the next music video coming out?
My next music video will come out. There's one about beards, actually, that will be finished at the end of May, but I'm not sure when I'll release it yet, but sometime this summer.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I saw another video clip already, right, about beards? So
Yes, I've done one. The picture of me with the girl and when I was wearing the SpongeBob undies. Yeah, that was from my music video about beards. It's called "Baby, Won't You Shave Your Beard." It's the tragic tale of a man shaving his beard for his girlfriend.
Right. Thank you, Jonny.
Yeah, thank you.
Right. So we have two speakers left. There's Caroline